to a point where you just can't work things out. You get to a point that life is so miserable that even though change is hard, you can't stand to live like you are in your current situation. It gets to a point where you try to make some changes and convince yourself you can make it work. But time and time again, the reality smacks you in the face that you can't make it work. And it's time to get a divorce. It's time to end the relationship. There's no way around it. And I came to that point a few years ago when I just couldn't make it work anymore. And I divorced Winter. That's right. If the average human lives 80 years, they experience 80 summers and 80 winters. But I made the decision to live 160 summers and no winters. I got a divorce with old man Winter. I took my shovel, I took my scarves, I took my long johns and all my winter accessories, and I buried them and I left them behind. Thank you, Ryan, for joining. I know that you have a desire bubbling in your spirit, Ryan, to seek out the land of South Florida. My biggest advice to you is don't just go on realtor.com and buy a house because you want out of your current state. I tell you to go first. Don't go to Ocala, Florida. Don't go to North Florida. Go to Southeast Florida. And Ryan, you will experience in your lifetime where all the rich, all the beautiful, all the happy people go in life. Some of them are snobby. But when you're living La Vida Loca 24/7, and instead of 80 winters, you have 160 summers, you're a little snobby. Okay. So what I can tell you, Ryan, it's worth it to uproot your life. Do it responsibly, secure a job first. But don't wait till you're 60, 70, or 80 to move to Florida. Because then I got to wait for you in Sprouts to get your stuff. And I'm trying to get in, I'm trying to get out. Okay. Because I'm still young enough to make it happen. Okay. I still got two good knees, thank God. Anything can happen any day. One thing, good to see you, Twisted. One thing that scared me before I had completed the journey to Florida was that I would fear that it wasn't going to happen, or it was going to happen too late, or something would happen to me. Something would happen to my house sale. Something would keep me up here. And when the coronavirus happened, I felt like that was like they pulled me back in. And even this time, it gets harder and harder to come back up north each year after I become more and more Floridian. And as the hawk is out, the cold wind is starting to beat through the chest of everyone up north. Okay. The cool autumn air turns to dry, cold winter despair. And the leaves not only change color, they fall off and die. Big chicks begin to hibernate. People go to the gym, but they damn near get pneumonia coming in and out of the gym. Let's go to these live comments, guys, because I divorced Winter. Okay. I am endless summer. I am only hours or days away, we'll see, from being back to where I belong with my wifey. South Florida. Twista, hello everyone. Twista, yes. Ryan, welcome. Appreciate having you, Ryan. Already had multiple neighbors sell their houses. I want to tell you, I preach sell immediately and be slow to buy, keep a job, pick up a side job, and stay flexible when you're in a season of change. When you're going through a breakup or when you're going through a major change in life, you need to mitigate risk. you need to lessen liability, and you need maximum flexibility. And this needs to happen immediately. Why? Because you need to position yourself for mobility, because you're moving on. Unless you want to spend another winter doing the same thing. Or, guys, I want to tell you, I feel all the inspiration leaving my soul the colder the weather gets. And it's replaced with anger, hate, and anxiety. And I could lie to you, I could say a million things to you. But for this message tonight is for only a select few people that want or have divorced winter forever. There's no going back. I'm not getting remarried to New Jersey. I'm not getting remarried to Four Seasons. I'm not coming to the Christmas party. If you ever date a girl who invites her ex-husband to the Christmas party, guys, it's a disaster. That's my opinion. Do what you want. Okay. And girls. Okay. But what I want to tell you tonight is a divorce may be an expensive thing, but it's worth every penny. Why? Because nothing in life is worth continuing to do if it sucks all the energy out of your soul. You might as well be dead. Okay. Back to these live comments. Christina, triple palm trees. Hello. Christina, I know you're in Indiana. A lot of people from Indiana in here. I pray that you're happy whatever life you're living, if it's in Indiana or whatever. I love you and I appreciate you. Ryan, it was cold as hell today. Oh, get ready. It's going to be a couple more days flirting with a little warm weather. Then next week, down to the 50s. Then colder, colder, colder. And then you'll wake up in April and you want it to be warm and it's still cold. Then May, it gets warmer. And then June, everything gets crowded. And you repeat this cycle of abuse. Okay. It's like a daughter and a mother living together. They argue, they make up, they feel bad. They argue, they make up. Don't get involved. Why? It's none of your business. He goes, Ryan says, it was cold as hell today. I went outside and I was shocked. The good news is pain comes before change. It was only when I went to the emergency room in severe physical pain that I got serious about getting my health together. Not that I wish that on people or myself. And it's only when you really hate winter. See, you can't be one of these people, okay, that, well, it's not that bad. Now, if you got to lie to yourself, I understand, because I had to lie to myself a little bit at the end. Towards the end of every relationship, you lie to yourself a little bit. I remember even actually breaking up with one girl. I was praying that she would lie to me a little bit just to keep the lie alive. But then you get to a point of extreme resentment when there's no more lying and there's separation. And that's where you need to get to when you're ready to change your life. When you're ready to get a divorce. Well, I'm done. Okay. I'm double done. I don't want to keep a souvenir. I don't want to keep a memory. I don't want to be bitter. Okay. Because I'm not about that life, but I don't want to be here. That's a divorce. And Twista says, my standard of class and expectation of greatness for myself was officially risen after I visited Los Angeles a few months ago. Coming back to the small, destitute, disgusting hometown. I hate it here. Damn it, Twista. Now you've seen your best life. See, once you see something better, very hard to go back. And what I can tell you, Twister, you're young. The hardest thing, this is what I want to tell Ryan and everyone listen tonight. Here is the hardest thing when it comes to moving. I'm experiencing it now. I experience it all the time. Even though all my hard work has been done, but this is what's still hard. The final goodbye to your mother. The final goodbye to the area. You get pissed off, you get upset. But that final day, when you get ready to leave, there is an extreme emotional attachment. You still, even though you go through the divorce hearing, there's still an emotional tie. And that's why I tell you, if you have children, you're stuck with it. But even like that, I told my mother the other night, I said, Ma, there's some relationships you can never talk to people again. I said, you shouldn't, it's like, you're not texting my dad, right? You don't text people. And she goes, well, if I had a number, I would think, no, you shouldn't. There's some relationships you should never have contact again. And what I want to tell you is to move on with your life. You have to get, it's very hard. You got to get past this emotional tie. It is very hard, guys, okay, and girls. You know it because you've all been through a breakup or you've been through a major change in your life. Sometimes we need it to be so bad that we don't have a choice. But most times you're going to have a choice and you got to have, and that's why I preach with intensity. Because most of the day, I always tell you guys, like, in real life, I'm very laid back, even though as I get older, I get more agitated with people. I'm not lying. But like inside, I boil up, but I don't say anything outside. But inside, you got to be boiled up to get going because there's a lot of fear, anxiety, stress, separation anxiety. You're going to have to cross that hurdle. Ryan, the anger has been building in me. I can feel the heat since last winter. That's a good thing. That means that it's a recurring pattern in your life, Ryan. And what I found for me is that when something is recurring and you can't cancel it, like you can cancel the membership, but you can't cancel your feelings. Then what that means is, for me, that's your intuition or God or Elon Musk or the universe guiding you to another direction. You don't want to be Jonah. You don't want to be in the wrong spot getting eaten up by the whale. And I feel like I'm Jonah right now. And I'm not in a good place. And that's why I'm very thankful I'm about to leave. But it's still hard to say goodbye to my mom. It's hard. Now, it get cold enough. It ain't going to be that hard. I ain't going to lie about that. But I ain't going to be around find out. Because I'm getting ready to get I know it's like cold. David Lopez. It's definitely not fun selling hot dogs when people are running around the wind. It's a disaster. Sauerkraut fucking blown all over the place. Your condiments for your mustard blown all over the place. I want to tell you right now, take that hot dog stand, put it in your car, and get down to South Florida. He goes, it creates tons of resistance. David, you're basically spitting in the wind trying to sell hot dogs. David, I love you, brother. You got a positive attitude, man. I don't know how you do that, man. I remember I saw hot dog stand vendors in, New Jersey growing up. But in New York, when I spent some time in Manhattan, those bastards out there all year long. Okay. I don't know I'll tell you right now, I don't even know how I was out there doing it. I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, now, I don't know. I can never go back, man. Like some people say, Sam, you going to do videos this? And hell no, guys. I'm ready to do more videos about Florida. I don't want to do any more videos about up north. Cartoon Mark. Sell, sell, sell. He goes, thanks, brother, for bringing us South Florida inspiration. I love you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Keep the hope alive. Keep the hope alive, Cartoon Mark. You're doing the right thing. Liquidate as much as you can. Because when you're getting ready to get a divorce, you got to consolidate your assets. You got to liquidate and get ready to get the hell out of Dodge. Ryan, South Florida felt like home. It is like being in the warm cooch of Mother Nature. That's right. So if you want to move to Oregon, guys, you're gonna have a cold cooch. Okay. But if you want South Florida, guys, it's warm and it's juicy. Okay. You go to Arizona, guys, it's dry. Okay, very dry. Hate to say it. And I'll tell you right now, I didn't get a divorce. Okay, so I could go to a cold cooch or a dry cooch. I want to go where it's warm, juicy cooch. And that's South Florida. Because what I want to tell you tonight, okay, wherever it's juicy, that's where I want to be. Wherever it's warm, that's where I want to be. I don't want to be with a North Face jacket on, with 2 layers of clothes, a scarf. I don't want to see Rockefeller Center. I don't want to see hot dog stands in the winter. I don't want to see black ice, snow plows, and you said, well, what about the Christmas lights in the winter? Guys, there's Christmas lights on the palm trees, okay, with boats and 80-degree weather. Thank you, Lord, for salvation. Hell, today starts my 4-day vacation. Shout out to you. I don't go back till Saturday. Go down to Florida. Hope your day is great. Love you, brother. When are you heading back south? I'm trying to hold off till Friday. Okay. Believe me, I'm thinking in my mind I want to go tomorrow, but I'm trying to hold off till Friday. Ain't gonna be any longer than that. This weekend, this guy you're looking at here is going south. This weekend, latest. Okay. And I'm going home base shopping. I'm telling all the MILFs I'm home. Okay. And the only time I'm wearing my hoodie is if I'm in Starbucks and it's freezing in there. Okay. So, am I happy about that? I am. Okay. Now, you're going to say to yourself, all right, inspirational nomad, you got divorced years ago. And you've been to Florida already. Does it still inspire you? Or is it like Sade said, it's never as good as the first time? Is it never as good as the first time? Well, guys, the first time you go to Florida, it's magical. Okay, if you go in the right spots, depending. So it is true that, yeah, it's not like, nothing is the first time. Hold on, $5 super chat from our newest member, Ryan Lowry. All you hibernating polar bears, swallow an extra jug of ice and DiGiorno pizza. Florida for the win, fire down the neck, okay, of every greasy soup-eating person. All out of love and respect, but out of intensity. Damn it, Ryan, you shall see the promised land. Keep the hope alive. Because, Ryan, like I was saying, I thank you again, Ryan. Gratitude to you. I got to make it down to Florida and find as many home base options for you guys. Because even once I buy my home base, I'm making videos for you guys and girls. Try to make videos of 115 below. Ain't much out there, but I'll find some. I want you to know that if you got no hope, just get in your vehicle, use the wheels. The wheel is the greatest human invention. You can DoorDash in a car. You can make $3,000 a month easy in South Florida DoorDashing. Okay. You can work at Planet Fitness at night. Do what you got to do. I mean, don't go crazy. But I want to tell you, you got to get a little crazy. See, I want to tell you this. This is what I want to tell you when you get divorced. Some people are going to say you're crazy. And I want to tell you this. They ain't got to live with you. Remember, your therapist will never say, come live with me. Remember, your accountant will never let you borrow money. Everyone has their own problems and their own way to view life. And shout out to my conservative accountant from New Jersey. I love you. He wants to move to Florida. So what I learned in life, don't wait for your mother, for your sister, for your brother, for your friend, for your lover to want to do what you want to do. They don't want to do it. Or they don't have the same intensity. See, for them, they don't hate winter. They don't want to get divorced. They're like, I don't like it, but moving to Florida, it's so far away. What about the sharks? What about the mosquitoes? Yeah, what about this? What about that? And what I want to tell you guys, they're not at that same level that you're at. Okay. And it's not easy to do things alone. I empathize. But what I want to tell you is you got to do some things on your journey alone as an adult. Okay. So thank you again, Ryan. Love to you, brother. Twister Sam. A few people ordered hot chocolate today. Get ready. They're getting ready for it. I remembered what you said. Yep, yesterday. And held myself from laughing my ass off, Twister. I want to tell you right now. It's only going to take a couple more hot chocolate orders for you to laugh. And some person with an orange construction jacket on says, what are you laughing at? Knocks over the tip jar in Dunkin' Donuts, asks to speak to your manager. Your manager's in the back smoking a cigarette by the Dunkin' Donut dumpster. He goes, yeah, what's going on over here? They go, oh, yeah, one of your employees here is laughing at my hot chocolate and my construction bright orange, bright green construction jacket. And who? Twister? A hardworking Twister? And then, nah, it can't be. And you're like, no. And all of a sudden, you know what happened, Twister? You get fired. The pain had to push you out of Dunkin' Donuts. Because right now, you should be applying to Starbucks and you should be getting out of Dunkin' Donuts. But when you're called to get out of a marriage, but you don't get out of it, it gets worse. And then eventually you get forced out. See, when you stay where you don't belong, someone gets stabbed in a strip club. See, you used to go to the strip club, it used to be all love. But then there's something in your spirit tell you, I shouldn't be in a strip club anymore. But you say, maybe that was just me talking, maybe that's not true. And you go back to the strip club, you push your luck. And then what happens is it gets worse and worse until something violently changes your situation, God forbid. And you say inspirational nomad, you're exaggerating. I'm not. I'm telling you that in life, when you try to suppress the signs of life direction, it's like wind blowing in your face. You're trying to give change to the big chick that just bought 2 hot dogs with sauerkraut, but there's a 30-mile-per-hour wind gust. It's 50 degrees and partly sunny, but the wind is blowing in your chest. Okay. The sauerkraut looks like shit. The hot dog is steaming, but she's got to eat it quick before it disintegrates. And you're sitting over there trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. So what I want to tell you guys, there comes a time where you just can't make it work. And you say, you know what? I got to leave. I got to get divorced. And that's how I feel about winter. Ryan, I have... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, Ryan. I have a professor that says you can sleep when you're dead. Well, I disagree with your professor. I say that everyone can sleep and should sleep 6 to 8 hours per night. But that means you can go to bed at 10, wake up at 5, take no naps, and repeat that the rest of your life. So that gives you enough energy, enough health, and enough time in the day to do what you need to do. No one should sleep less or sleep more. But the problem is people do one or the other. Good job. Twister, the COVID mask helped a lot in hiding my smile. Well, I love you, Twister. I'm just busting your balls. I know that you're smart and you'll hold it together. I know you're a hard worker. You're a blessing to that company and to everyone that walks in that store. And, but I am serious that things get worse, not better, when you stay where you shouldn't be. Even this trip, I feel like I probably should have left a week or so ago. Okay. But I'm trying to maximize my time with my mom, so I know I'm not wrong for that. But 3 to 4 weeks max is the longest you should visit someone. 3 weeks probably. It's just too long. Not because I don't love spending time with my mother, but there's a certain flow to your life, and there's a certain flow to my mom's life that, it just becomes I don't want to say a burden, because it's not a burden for me, and I'm sure, but I know even my mom, like, we all got our own lives. I always tell you guys that, you think everyone's got their own life. Your mother's got her own life. She wants to see you, your father, everyone, but everyone's got their own things. Your professor got their own things. The Dunkin' Donut manager got their own things. Everyone's got their own things in their minds that they want to do. And when you spend too much time with them, they can't do the things they want to do, even if it's things you totally disagree with or you view as nothing. And that's why I believe that living with someone else, you better be damn sure, okay? Double damn sure, okay? And you better like the way they living and you're living. I can't do that. But for me, guys, the divorce is finalized. I'll never get married to winter again. Okay. Will I get married to Florida? Because I've often compared buying property to marriage. Well, it's possible. Okay. Because at a certain point, a certain level of asset allocation below my means, it's just inevitable. I don't have to get married, though. I remind myself when I get anxious. I've been very anxious past couple weeks because the further I am away from Florida, the more I want to marry it. Even though I was looking at a home base for years, because you want something tying you to there. Okay. But I have to keep talking myself down. Like, Sam, you don't have to own property to enjoy Florida. And you don't. But I certainly don't want to be stealth parking the rest of my life. I don't. But regardless, I'll deal with that when I get down there. Okay. And my reason for making this video is two-part. Okay. Number one is, again, a divorce is a serious thing, man. It's a complete emotional and financial and legal separation of entities. So when you leave the state that you live, you're selling your house, you're leaving your job or you're getting a job transfer, and you're leaving people behind that you know still live there. Your FedEx driver, your mother, your lover, whoever. Like Cartoon Mark did a video today of his FedEx driver talking about the crazy lady who parks up the street. So you think like that's no big deal, but you get used to your FedEx driver, especially a lot of you psychopaths ordering a lot of shit online. And the last day you see your FedEx worker, that's going to be emotional. And to divorce all that, it sounds good when you're pissed, but it's not easy to do. And I empathize even now as I get ready, my last couple of days up here, I get ready to leave my mom. You think about it, but you make it bigger in your mind. You know, once you start going down south and once you get settled in, you form new habits and they form new habits and you're good. It's the initial separation, just like any divorce. It's getting through the first couple of weeks. It takes 21 days to form a habit. After 3-4 weeks in your new location, you'll settle in. Right. If money wasn't a problem, nobody would be living in these destitute states. I don't know, man. You know, I think that too, but I do think that I don't think so. Why? Here's why. Number one, it's like I just said, it's not just money, it's emotions. And more than money, you know what controls people? Emotions. And some people, as much as they may dislike winter, they are unwilling to leave family. That's fact. Okay. They're unwilling to leave everyone they know. And that's a harsh reality. Now, some people who hate winter may. But see, we're talking about more than finances now. Let's say everyone has because too, what we learned even with coronavirus, like when a lot of people could work remote, it's true that a lot of people migrated to different states. But it's also true that, guys, there's still people living in all 50 states. And there's also something to be said that everyone has a different fingerprint. And some people, maybe they got real pale skin. They like cold weather. Maybe their skin doesn't do well in the sun, or they don't like to sweat. There's some people like that. They don't do well in hot climates. Like there's an iguana and there's a polar bear. So if I give the iguana and the polar bear both $10 million, money doesn't change where their environment is that they thrive in. Even if the polar bear is a millionaire, the polar bear will never want to move to Florida. That's your ex-wife or ex-husband. Why? Because they're used to the Dunkin' Donuts up the street. They're used to their igloo. Okay. Their house, their everything. The iguana, okay, even if you give them $10 million to come back up to New Jersey, okay, and work on Wall Street, okay, he will fall out of the tree when the weather gets into the 50s. He can't do it anymore. So money cannot change an iguana, and money cannot change a polar bear. I never lied to you guys. Money's part of life. You got to think about money. But I also never lied to you guys. It's not the only part. I want you to remember these lessons on your journey. Good job. All right, guys. Let's hand clap. Let's click that thumbs up. Shout out to Ryan, our newest member. Christina Twisted, Cartoon Mark. We're on fire tonight. Where am I? Hal's in the building. Where am I? Adam was first dim and he got blocked. I don't know how he got blocked. He didn't get blocked. He goes, I've been divorced twice. Total shit show. Definitely not getting married again. Well, Adam, I'm sorry your comment got screened. You broken up twice with your current girl. She got mad when I called her the devil. And I'm glad you're not married. But I'll tell you, man, you gotta be careful because sometimes you live with someone, they basically your spouse. Okay. They damn sure gonna try to take claim to what they got. Be careful. Sorry you got screened, man. I got an algorithm for certain comments. Not yours though. Just, crazy shit. Where are we at? If I miss a comment, please forgive me. Type it again. Twisted. Ironically, I was driving by the airport today, and thinking about how the day I leave will promise myself I will never come back. You will come back. Why? To visit family. Unless, they, God forbid, they pass or something like that. If my mom wasn't still alive, would I come back up north? No, not unless I had to. I probably wouldn't. Unless there was a hurricane. Yeah, that'd be it. Ryan, Twisted, same brother. I can't leave this shithole fast enough. Well, I like the emotion that I'm hearing, but remember, guys, put a plan together, and remember, you got to harness this energy, and you got to put it to an action plan. Sell, liquidate, transfer. Sell, liquidate, transfer. Sell, liquidate, transfer. Live light, travel light, stay flexible. And when you get to South Carolina, don't turn around. Keep going south. It's going to be very painful. Good job. David, I would love to visit South Florida beaches. Ooh, living a vida loca. I can go to the gym down there. Gym is a whole nother experience down there, brother. It's a damn strip club down there, David. Ain't no one eating hot dogs down there, man. Even though I did see a hot dog stand by the beach one day. I'm not going to lie about that. But I want to see you turn your hot dog stand into a snow cone machine. David, how that sound to you, brother? I would can you do that? Can you turn your hot dog stand into a snow cone machine? Get that good crushed ice. Get some, some flavors, cherry, rainbow, chocolate, etc. Put it all on the ice. You ever see that video with Puffy and Nelly when they went down to Miami? It was on the Bad Boys 2, I think, soundtrack. And they were making the snow cones. David, brother, this is the tropical life. Tropical starburst. Up here, guys, there's just hot chocolate. Now, what's the message of hope for those who choose to stay married to the winter? Well, Santa Claus is coming to town. Okay. You can go skating at Rockefeller Center. Running out of stuff here. Yeah. Good luck. Okay. I don't know what else to tell you. Because to me, there's not many pros on that list. Okay. Well, I guess the big selling point is you don't have to change. Yeah, that's the big selling point. Why do people stay in an unhealthy relationship? The pain of change is greater than the pain of suffering. It's only when the pain of suffering becomes greater than the pain of change than you're willing to change. And that you got to get to a very intense mindset. See, sometimes you got to see your kids in so much pain before you're willing to get a divorce. Some people aren't that intense. Okay, so something to think about. Guys and girls, I want to start. Okay, when I dated the Asian MILF, she would do the fires in the backyard, bonfire or wood burning. And what I want to tell you is this, guys. I don't want to do a campfire. Okay, I don't want to burn wood. Okay, I want to be sweating. Why? Because to me, I don't like bonfires, man. Okay, I want the equator to keep me warm. Okay, you said, but I'm a MILF. I want to get with you. I like doing bonfires. So I want to tell you right now, I'm single for life. That's number one. Number two is the fantasy is better than the reality. Because I'm not into what you're into. You're not really into what I'm into. Yeah, there'd be some passionate moments, but we're both independent souls. That's why You know that. And that's what I tell you. Once you get out of something, don't go back into it if that's not your style. If you're dying in a marriage, maybe you just like to be single. But I tell you this, I know a couple people that if they stay single for more than 3 weeks, they gotta be with. I understand it's not easy being alone for some people. Let's keep going, David. There are snow cone carts they make in Florida. Yeah, I would do one of them. Ironically, I bought my cart from Florida. Well, you're going to convert that unhealthy hot dog stand into a very luxurious snow cone machine cart. I want you to think of a catchy name. What's the name of your cart, David? Like hot dog and things? What's the name of your cart? What's the name of your South Florida cart? Get a snow cone, because everything's hot by the equator. The equator of love. That's what I want you to call that snow cone machine, the equator of love. And what I want to tell you is there's nothing better in this world than a snow cone on a 90-degree, not a hot stingray dry heat, but a smothering sauna Caribbean heat. Oh, David, get a divorce from winter. Ryan, I hate the smell of burning fire. Yeah, I like how you're getting upset about it. I want to smell, that ocean breeze. I want to tell you that. Ryan, I think you're emotionally ready, man. You got to put this action plan into place. You got to liquidate, consolidate, and scout the land you want to move to. Keep your commitments light. Keep your life light. Ryan, are you single with no pets, no kids? The message of hope, if you're single with no pets, no kids, you can do a lot more than you think with not a lot of money. The bad news is, even if you got the money, again, there's emotions. I know a lot of people that are even nomads, that they got enough money to leave their area, and they don't like the area, especially in the winter. But there's an emotional attachment to knowing everything around them, and they're comfortable. And they're not at the point of extreme anger. Oh, Ryan was in the elitist section of Naples. Damn it, I love that area. Well, when I'm on the West Coast. On July, absolutely stunning. Well, shout out to Keith. He's going down there. Look, I'm not a West Coast guy. I'm an East Coast guy. But if I was on the West Coast, Naples and Marcos Island for the win. Okay. The Venetian in Naples for the win. Okay. The Starbucks right by the Venetian for the win. Okay. Why? Because I remember walking around. I did a video, Ryan. Look up Inspirational Nomad in Naples. The Venetian, something, you can type it up. I was walking around there one winter a couple years ago, and I was just, guys, there was like fake snow coming off the palm trees. There was this outdoor eatery in the middle of the winter, man. Oh my God, I can't wait to get down, man. I am so anxious, but so excited to go back where this iguana belongs. Because again, if I give $1 million to a polar bear, they're not going to South Florida. Money doesn't matter. And remember, if I give $1 million to an iguana, they're not going back, okay, to Pennsylvania. They're not. There's certain people, okay, they don't want to hear it, but that's true. There's certain people that don't do good in certain environments. Now, if you do good in that environment, don't worry about what I'm doing, because it means more for you. Okay. I know good people in Pennsylvania, good people in Oregon. If you like it, why are you mad at it? I will be like, yeah, more Pennsylvania for me. I ain't mad at you. Okay. More Oregon for you. Yeah. Well, give me another place. Yeah, more Michigan for you. Yeah. Give me another place. More up, I don't know, man. More Indiana for you. Yeah, Christina's from Indiana. I'm an iguana. Hey, Christina, do you like it when people say, I don't want to live in Indiana? That means more Indiana for you? Christina, do you love Indiana or do you want to divorce Indiana? I want to know about that. I'll tell you guys and girls, you see how hard it is to move. Once you start getting serious about moving, your father, your mother, your friends, they gonna hate on you. Because they gonna say, what's wrong with Pennsylvania? What's wrong with New Jersey? Yeah. Yeah, they gonna get mad at you. See, what you call a shithole, they call home. Okay? And you think it's funny, inspirational nomad, this place is shithole, this place is shithole. You go in someone's house and you say this is shithole, they're gonna be upset with you. But guess what, guys? That's why I tell you, man. Don't live with anyone. Don't worry about them. Don't even go to their house. Christina, love-hate relationship. That sounds toxic. I love you, Christina. That sounds very toxic. I got a love relationship with Florida. I love it. Very healthy. Now, if there's a hurricane, I know all relationships have 10% negative. I'm not delusional. Okay. So that's when I give Florida its space. Everyone needs their space in a relationship. So if there's a hurricane, Florida's saying, I need some space. That's okay. I can respect that. We're not, I respect it. Okay. I go visit, I go outside the state. Okay. And then I come back. And the coochie warmer than ever. Never forget it. Right. I don't understand people hating the idea of moving to Florida. Because they're hating it because you're leaving them behind. And you're saying that their life is not as aspiring as your life's going to be. So there's a mixture of jealousy, a mixture of hate, a mixture of they feel disrespected. And there's a mixture of just like, look, guys, people don't want to see you doing too good. People don't want to see you too motherfucking happy. I ain't going to lie about that, man. People want to, damn, I wish everyone was mad like me. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. But I want to tell you, what are you going to do? You can't make everyone happy. Yet continuing to bitch. Yeah, people like to complain, not do. Complain about the winter every year and repeat the same miserable cycle. It's insanity. Well, Ryan, I don't know if you heard, but there's a lot of insane motherfuckers down here. This is the land of the psychopaths, this earth. You ain't gotta go far to find crazy, man. So what I want to tell you guys is that in this world, okay, it's you gotta be navigating around a lot of crazy stuff. Twist a fire emoji, you know what it is. Someone heat up the Dunkin' Donuts hazelnut. Also, I would add that people feel threatened. I agree with this. When you shoot high. Twister, you're the number one threat in Dunkin' Donuts. Why? Because they're outside smoking cigarettes by the dumpsters, and you're plotting on being an engineer or being a director at Starbucks. They're like, oh, what does he think? He's better than me? That girl who's flirting with you, she just want to learn how to make the hazelnut coffee. Once she learns how to make the hazelnut coffee, she don't care about you. So they feel threatened, okay, because they know that you ain't going to be there forever, so they can't depend on you. You're like the U.S. Army in Afghanistan. Yeah. They know you ain't going to be there forever. They don't really fuck with you. Yeah, I ain't going to lie about that. Let's be honest. Okay. And, do you going to meet some people that are good people? Because no matter where you come from, there's always good people that vibe. But on average, people know when you ain't staying in that spot. And not all, but the masses are never going to embrace you. Okay? They're going to feel threatened that this person's not going to be here forever, so I can't like show them support. I got to show support to the dictatorship. So the lazy ass manager at Dunkin' Donuts that's slightly abusive and smoke too many cigarettes, everyone got to kiss his or her ass because they know you, the good working hard guy, you ain't going to be the manager there. You're going to move on. Okay. So it's like, even though they want to be cool with you, like you there to liberate them, they going to be like, we don't fuck with you, because Saddam Hussein going to take this shit over when you leave, and we can't act like we cool with you. This politics of life. Like Jay-Z said, politics as usual. Now, Jay-Z know too. Hey, he wasn't going to stay in Marcy forever. And that's why he did that song, Come and Get Me. He even said it in the interview. Like, once he got rich, there was some stick-up kids saying, you can't come back home. And he did the whole thing, well, last time I heard I can't come back home was when I was back home. But, guys, it's a real thing. Jay-Z didn't retire in Marcy. Why? Guys, just like I didn't retire in New Jersey. Guys, New Jersey now is only for a video shoot. It's only for, you don't live here. So some people don't want to hear the harsh realities of life. That's the harsh reality of life. Yeah. So, guys, I know that some people may not want to hear that, but guys, divorce is very messy. It's very messy. Let's take a hydration break. Click that thumbs up, leave a comment, join the channel. We're live right now. Catch me, because we're going to get ready to go down to the best place on earth, South Florida. So what I would tell you tonight, on your journey of trying to keep your sanity in this crazy world, is one of the things that helps your quality of life is healthy relationships. And one of the relationships you have is with your environment. Okay? The weather, the sights, the culture, the vibe. Okay? And if your environment and the people within your environment are not adding to your inspiration, they're taking away from your joy. Because the environment is either giving you inspiration or stealing your joy. Can't be both. And there's a big lie out there that 4 seasons is great. And maybe for some people it is, guys. But I want to tell you, for me, I found like that was total bullshit for me. Because I don't want to live through 80 winters. I want 160 summers. Endless summer. I'll take a couple of weeks of fall weather, but I want to be out of here by the time the hawk comes out, by the time 50 degrees Fahrenheit is a high and people talking about it's warm because it's sunny. Ryan says 4 seasons is straight dookie emoji. The reason the Lord made the dookie emoji is to give us a visual example of 4 seasons. And the reason the Lord made the palm tree emoji is to give us an example of heaven. Because I don't know anyone that looks to the pine tree, the oak tree, the same way they look at the palm tree. They don't do it. The palm tree can only grow in a certain environment, tropical. And what I want to tell you, there are no palm trees in the Upper Peninsula. There are no palm trees in upstate New York. There's no palm trees in New Jersey other than plastic fake palm trees. Ryan, people actually enjoy going outside and being cold. There's some people that enjoy torture porn, where you get tied up, gagged, and basically beaten to death. Okay? There are some sadistic people in this world, brother. Harsh reality. Hey, Ryan, there are some people that actually enjoy Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Can't believe it. So, there's people in this world, I think they are legit insane. Okay. But who am I to judge? But I am someone that should discern what I want to do with my life. See, I decided for me, I don't want to be married to an area that gets so cold and bitter. I get into a feeling of despair. I don't like it. Ryan, I think as humans, we are meant to be living in tropical conditions. Well, again, I agree that vitamin D, sunlight, is needed for human growth. But again, as an example, a polar bear could never live in a tropical condition. And similar, I think there's certain humans that they may be able to live in a tropical condition, but it's just not who they are. They're Vikings. They're Minnesotians. Whateverins. So even though it's weird, there are different people, and thank God, because that's what makes the world go round. If everyone wanted to live in South Florida, guys, already enough people want to live there. A lot of people always tell me, don't make videos about South Florida, but now it's too late. Everyone knows. But the good news is everyone is different. Everyone has a different fingerprint. Everyone. So, you know, that's a good thing. Twista, Sam, I think you might have missed my comment. Well, please write again. I apologize. No biggie. It was just a thank you. No, I apologize. Let me take a look. I didn't mean to. Was this it? Thank you, Sam. Oh, thank you. I'm glad our spirits have the gracious opportunity to interact. I am too, brother. Sorry about missing it. Love and respect. Reciprocal back at you. Thank you, brother. Like I always tell you guys or girls, if I miss a comment, please write again. Thank you, Twister, for that positive comment. I appreciate it. We're on the same page, Twister. I believe in you. My man, Eric. What's up, Eric? Howdy, Sam. Love to you, brother. Shout out to you. My man, Eric, trying to buy a Honda Fit. And inflation is so high right now, they want $40,000 for a Honda Fit. That's crazy. Okay. So, Eric, I was thinking about your comment today, man. Hang in there, brother. Gianna, what's up, Gianna? Come on, guys. There's a place for everyone. Well, Gianna, I know that you got 3 kids still living with you. Okay. And I give you a lot of credit. You had 6 kids. And I'll tell you this. Look, if you got 3 kids living with you, does it really matter if you live in South Florida? It's a damn circus. You know damn well circus, Gianna. So, like, I even think about my mom. Like, if my mom came to South Florida, I'll push her outside, like, in a wheelchair and stuff. But she not going to be, like, living a vida loca like me. She knows, like, I'm outside, I'm walking, I'm interacting. Okay, I'm fully submersing in the Atlantic Ocean. Okay. You know, flirting with the Latina Mills at the cafe. Driving up Highway A1A, Sade on. My mom would probably be watching TV, watching Law and Order. Yeah. I have some homeless girl, like, oh my God, I love my house. I can't believe, like, you don't preach have a house. And I looked at her channel and she was watching Law and Order all day with 5 cats. So, like I always tell you guys, don't worry about everyone living a vida loca. Most people lazy, okay? And they want to stay in their house and watch TV. That's true. There's something for everyone, Gianna. Honestly, I can't handle the heat. Yeah, I respect that, Gianna. There's something for everyone. Eric, believe it or not, I landed a vehicle. Oh, really? About 2 hours ago. Where'd you get it? I have to. Where'd you get it on? Like, what do they call it? Kavana? I know. Shout out to Solomon. I know a girl bought a car like that. I have to wait for it to come in free. Oh, you may be waiting a while. What a shit is, yeah, what a shit, that sound horrible, man. Eric, if you want to share, brother, how much you pay? And would you get a Honda Fit? Gianna, maybe I can be a snowbird. Gianna, keep hope alive, man. You got 3 kids, you got to keep hope alive. I want to give you a blue wrench, Gianna. Let me give you something. I don't think I can do that. Maybe I give you a blue wrench. Yeah, look, I gave her a blue. I'm going to take it away because I don't do blue wrench. Gianna, did you get a blue wrench? Leave a comment. Gianna, I gave you a blue wrench. I had to remove it. That's too late. I gave you a blue wrench for a minute. I got nervous. I don't like other people controlling my shit. Ryan, my brother. I'm sorry. Yeah, you should have left it quicker, Gianna, because I took it away quick. Right. My brother was supposed to get the iPhone 2 weeks ago. Sitting on a boat, yeah, in San Fran probably. Man, I'll tell you, the supply chain's so backed up, man. I don't know, man. I hope there's not a 4th wave of COVID, man. Yeah, good job. You gave yourself a wrench. That's what you got to do in life, John. Now you're teaching, okay? Now you're preaching the word of the Lord. When someone taketh away the wrench from you very quickly, you got to give yourself a wrench. Why? Because you can't depend on anyone for shit. I ain't lie about that. Good job, Gianna. Eric, no, I actually bit the bullet. Oh, really? And got, Lexus UX, damn. I'm going to lease it. It was through a friend at a dealership. Well, I have some people I know work at a dealership. But I want to tell you, Eric, just so you know, and I got love for all my car dealers out there. You know what they teach you as a car salesman or saleswoman? You give someone a free water, and then you sell them a $40,000 car. Yeah, I ain't lying about that. Yeah. They go, you want a water while you wait? Yeah, they try to give you like a free dollar water, make you spend $40,000. I said, ain't this a bitch? You know, like they could at least give you like a beautiful girl. Somebody, you want a blowjob while you wait? Nah, they give you a free water. Yeah, you want a water while you wait? Nah, I'm good. Yeah, get out there, damn mind. Gianna, I don't want the responsibility. Yeah, Gianna knows. Yeah, Gianna got 3 kids. I ain't like she took her own wrench back. That's a smart move, Gianna. Get a vasectomy, guys and girls. Eric, yeah. Oh God, yeah, Skippy, you're right. Yeah, Eric knows. Yeah. Yeah, they got him. They got him with that damn free water. I don't know how they did it remotely. They must have gave you a free month of Netflix or something. Yeah. Eric, at least they gave me a joint or something. I'm not in the weed, but they give you something. I mean, you know, we love you, Eric. You'll be all right. Twister's laughing good. Yeah, guys, this world's a cruel place, man. Okay. You know, and so what did I do to try to make the world a little bit better for me? Again, everyone's different. I respect everyone's got their own way to live life. But for me, I just woke up. I said, Sam, how am I going to get through the rest of my life? Okay. Well, I said, ain't going to be doing all these winners. Okay. And that's why I said, well, what do I have to do to not live in a winter? Well, I said, number one thing I do is sell your house. Because regardless or not, see, I was committed to not living in New Jersey. I wasn't committed to doing it recklessly. But I knew one way or another, I was going to get another job, whether to transfer or eventually just a different company. Okay. So you say, well, how do we know you're committed? Guys, when you sell your house, you're committed. Okay. When you live in your vehicle in the winter in New Jersey, you're committed. Okay. Now, am I telling you guys and girls to do that? You got to do whatever you got to do. I'm just sharing my testimony. You do what you want because I can't tell you shit. You know, like I said, we all different. You got to figure out your own shit. Twisted. I used to work at a car dealership. Yeah, you know the free water trick. Cold calling old customers to come in, trade in their car. Now they give you a lot. It was shady. Look, I respect all jobs, including car dealer jobs. And I've met some good people work at the dealership. I'm just trying to say, I respect them, respect yourself. Like, if they say you window shopping and you ain't buying nothing, well, I say, hey, you want your free water back? Because I'm window shopping like a motherfucker. That's what I say. Yep. Eric, crazy thing, about 30 minutes after I reserved it, another salesperson called, claimed that their client would pay $10K above MSRP, inflation like a mug, to buy it. Crazy times. That is crazy, Eric. Wow, that's nuts. I'll tell you, man, it's scary. Twister, I sucked at it. That's all right. The Lord's got you doing something better, brother. Very proud of you. Being a very convincing liar isn't my thing. Super hard. Well, like I always tell you guys, not everyone's a salesman or saleswoman, but I respect salesmen and saleswomen because you can do it honestly. You can sell something without being manipulative. Whether you're a real estate agent, car salesman, or corporate salesman. But obviously, I'm sure there's a lot, maybe the majority that are, because that's how they make money. They got it, but what I learned as owning a construction company, electrical contracting company, I was a salesman. I would have to go into a house and bid on a job. And, but to me, like, my thing was I never tried to sell it. I would say, I would bid the job. I'd say, here's my price. Here's the breakdown. And I would always say, if you're not comfortable with it, and if you want to shop around, feel free. Because I had started to learn that you need a couple hustles out of main job. I was working the nights. And I was starting to get the idea of living below my means, even though I wasn't fully there. So I didn't have to get every job. Okay, I didn't have to sell every car. When you have to sell every car, when you have to make every sale, that's when there's manipulation. You know what I mean? And it's, there's some people out there, but not all. You need salespeople, you need real estate agents. They're part of life. That's what makes the wheel turn. Eric, it's because you're a good person, Twista. I agree. God bless. Yeah, I agree. Twista's a star. So are you, Eric. A lot of good people out there. A lot of good salespeople too. So, look, guys and girls, I wish I can give you your dream wrapped up in a bow. But the truth is, you got to go after it, okay, and unwrap it yourself. Why? I don't know. It's just the way this world is, man. Eric, electrical contractor, question, nice. Yep. I work as a general contractor. Yep, there you go. We build multi-family developments. Well, there you go. You're doing great right now, then. That's awesome. Apartments, etc. Awesome, man. Good for you, Eric. That's a good... Look, if you're in a trade, general contractor, you're basically like organizing all the trades. Then, that there's always going to be a need for that. That'll be the last thing that ever gets automated or robots doing. So, Twista, thank you, Eric. God bless. Amen. Yeah, guys, so I'm at the end of my road, man. I'm at the last bit of my inspiration. I got to go back down to the place of the Fountain of Youth and drink from Mother Nature's warm, wet cooch. Because up here, guys, it's a dry butthole. I hate to tell you. And it's getting cold. And it's getting very, very dry. Okay. So for me, it's time to go back where I belong. I am not a polar bear. I am an iguana. And I recognize that I may have some polar bears that watch me. I may have some people who are not iguanas, but, they want to go to Florida. Maybe they'll end up in St. Augustine. Okay. I'm an iguana. I go to South Florida. Ryan, Sam, what was the hardest part about getting out of New Jersey in the cold? Interesting question. What was the hardest part? Well, selling my house, getting to closing was hard. And I don't know, after that, after that, it took about 18 months for me to get the job transfer. That was the hardest part. Because that took away my biggest liability. Okay. So for me as a single person with no pets, no kids at that time, the house was my biggest liability. So I took away my biggest liability, my biggest expense, my biggest anchor, and I freed up my emotions, my money, my resources. So then I just basically, even though I couldn't move to Florida right away, I was able to plan more vacations. I was able to save up money and keep myself inspired, knowing that what's the worst case scenario? You get laid off or something happens, and then you got to figure out how to maintain your mortgage or how to maintain your rent. And then you got to get another job in the same area just so you can maintain what you have before you can move. My biggest fear was I got this house, and if I lose my job, I actually can't go to Florida. I would actually have to get another job to keep my house going until I sell it. The hardest thing was to sell my house. Once I let go of that, man. Now, again, I take risk that I did get sick, but I was able to handle it. You got to have enough money where you can rent something or stay something if you get really sick or hurt, because anything could happen when you sell your house. We saw that with the pandemic. You take a risk. Okay? But I calculated the risk. I'm a middle-aged man with no pets, no kids. The older you get, the more your risk goes up. The more kids you have, the more entanglements you have, the more risk. And so, but like I tell you, you're not serving your family by hating your life. You've never been part of a divorced family until you see people come home and they're so unhappy. Their wife's got to cook them a crock pot dinner and they hate that crock pot dinner. Okay. Even my mom cooked me something the other night. I was so upset being up here. I got upset. So look, I'm not, look, you got to figure out your own life, guys and girls. Okay. But I got to tell you, I've seen life. Okay. And the first step to change, the hardest part, okay, is to free up your capacity to deploy it somewhere else. Good job. Good question. Eric, Ryan, saying, all right, Eric, exactly. As a general contractor, I know very little about a lot of trades. Laughing. We just organize them to get the build done. Yeah, well, like I said, everyone plays a part in the wheel of life. So organization, project management, and knowing a little bit of each trade and how they interact. And again, project management is how to deploy, schedule what contractor at what stage of the build. Like, okay, after the sheetrock goes up, the painters come in. Okay, before the sheetrock can go up, we got to get the plumbers, electricians to rough everything out. You know, we got to get the inspectors in here. That's project management. So everyone's got to play a part in that game. So it's still a good hustle. Chris, what's up, man? I've been thinking about you, man. I thought you had a big blowout with your girl, man, and you went to another dimension of your life, but I still love you. Chris, big hello. I like it. Yeah, from sunny Florida, you bastard. I can't wait to join you. Living life large in a Class B. I tell you, I still got the Class B in the total back pocket, Chris. Great to see you, man. Because if I really can never emotionally commit to a house or a home base, I should say, the Class B gives me the stability of having a place to live. I can live in a Class B because you can do everything. You can cook, you can clean, you can crap. I just don't know if I want to drive it around all the time. I still like to drive a lot. But if I got a Class B and if I need to drive around, I can always put it in a storage unit. I hate to do that and drive a regular car. But, you know, I'm leaning more towards a home base, but the Class B still out there as an option. Love to you, brother. Great to hear from you. Eric, what kind of electrical work did you do, Sam? Well, I started as a union electrician. Then I got my master's contractor's license. And I did mostly, well, in the union, I did everything. I did industrial, commercial. Well, in the union, I did industrial and commercial. I worked in pharmaceutical plants, big commercial buildings, paper mills, rigid pipe, explosion pipe, roughing, Wegman stores, anything you can think of, commercial, industrial, when I did 8 years in the electrical union. When I had my electrical contracting business, I did mainly residential, ceiling fans, panel changes, light stuff like that. Yeah. And then I got into technology where I do more like engineering, capacity management, and shit like that. Okay. Ryan, I think many people ignore the bad mental health. Oh, I agree with that. Yeah, well, for me and you, I totally agree with this. Yeah, the bad mental health that comes with the cold weather, snow, winter, and dirty hot chocolate. Ryan, me and you on the same page. But remember, in love, I gotta say this. Yes, Eric, IBW. In love, I have to say this. You have to remember, some people cannot afford to dream. Okay. So, guys, you got to remember, man, some people cannot get out of the life they've built or they got sucked into. Now, they can, I don't want to say they can't, but it would take a lot of pain to get through, okay? And they have decided they ran the numbers or they didn't run the numbers in their mind, and they've decided that it's too much. I got to stay put, okay? And for them, they have to lie to themselves and say that 4 seasons is good because they can't afford in their mind to say that there's something better because they know they probably just can't do it, okay, for whatever reason. So you gotta allow them, you gotta understand. See, I understand life. So even though I talk crazy, I know that there's people out there that they know I'm right, but they can't agree with me, at least not officially, because it would destroy their whatever mental health they have left. Guys, people are holding on to their sanity this much, okay? I know life, okay? So The last thing they need is some guy saying, sell everything, go, go, go. Because guys, they know they can't do it. They're not there. Okay. They don't have the energy, they don't have the wisdom, they don't have the tenacity. The last thing they got to enjoy life is DiGiorno pizza. And here I come snatching their DiGiorno pizza out their hand. You think they want it now? Guys, they gotta say this to themselves, okay? But you gotta remember, I respect that. But I gotta do what I gotta do. And I gotta tell you, this is the intense mindset for those who can go and get out of the hell. You gotta get out of hell. Now, but to get out of hell, you're gonna have to leave a relative that just got their DiGiorno pizza out of the hell brick oven. Yeah. Yeah, you're leaving hell and they're putting the DiGiorno pizza in the brick oven and they're pulling it back out. And you're like, I'm going to eat coconut and shrimp. Get the fuck out. Yeah, that's life, man. Okay. All right, guys, I got to take a hydration break. That got me very worked up. Oh, man. Eric, yeah, IBW, yeah, Electrical Brothers. What is it? International Brothers of Electrical Workers. Yep. Chris, weather has really been great. Yeah, you guys are killing it out there, man. I was at Melbourne Beach. Shout out to the Space Coast the other day. Get your butt down here, brother. When I come down there, I am looking for bikinis, steamed soy milk, and a home base. And I will do videos, brother, about RV parks, home bases, RVs. I will get to 30K. We're almost at 27K subs. And I will fully submerge in the Atlantic Ocean again. I haven't fully submerged in the Atlantic Ocean in over a month, brother. That salt water has not oozed into my body. I've been drinking spring water, trying to lie to myself. So what I want to tell you, and what I want to tell everyone in the beautiful South Florida, Daddy's coming home. And I love you. Whoever you are, wherever you are, you got to live your best life. Maybe it's in South Florida. Maybe it's in South Texas. Maybe it's in South Carolina. Maybe it's in Maine. Maybe it's in Alaska. Shout out to ESP. I know she's watching with a couple tumblers in the background. But for me, it's South Florida for the win. Chris, sure hope we can hang out someday. Chris, I love you. I respect you. Anything's possible, but I'm a loner. So I try to avoid interaction. I know that may seem mean because I've met a couple people, so I'll love when I meet them. If I meet you, it's going to be all love. But just who I am. I don't know. It's hard to explain, Chris. I hope you understand that because I don't mean that out of disrespect at all. But yeah, I mean, if we get past the initial, like, we like meet up and like it's not awkward, like, it's gonna be all love. I mean, I just walk and I move around. I don't really do much. I don't like go out to eat and stuff. But I love you, man. I want you to be happy. I want you to sing your song. I want you to get good tips. And I hope that it works out good for you in that RV park down there, man. The Breezeway. You're going to Breezeway, right? Keep doing your thing, man. Enjoy your life in a healthy, positive way as best you can. I appreciate you understanding, man. Yeah, I mean, I used to be a more social. I turned into a loner, man, when I got into my middle age. Well, when I got into my 30s. And then I had a couple of relationships, and I was like, every time I go back to like having like people in my life, it's just more of a shit show. I mean, I still talk to a couple people, but the older I got in life, I just realized like, man, again, I want to thank God for all the good people that have ever been in my life. I could have not done life without the good people that I've connected with in my journey. But again, as I got into my 30s, I don't know, man. It's just like I found out I'd rather spend most of my time by myself, And it's not out of disrespect. It's just the way I feel, Gotta be honest with myself. But I appreciate you guys and girls. I appreciate all the positive people out there trying to figure out what's best for them in a healthy way. I know how this world could be. You try and do the right thing, and all of a sudden you get the cold weather hit you like a bag of bricks right in your chest. And what I can tell you is you can change. It is possible. And what I can tell you is most people won't change. That is factual. What will you do and how will you do it? That's individual. I could just share with you parts of my testimony, give you some information, some inspiration, some motivation, some visual examples. But ultimately, you hold the paintbrush of your life in your hands. And if someone else is holding it, smack the shit out of them, get your paintbrush back. But don't smack them physically. I'm talking about more like, mentally grab your life back. Okay. Christina, you've got a friend in me. Well, I appreciate that, Christina. I appreciate all the positive people. You've been a blessing to me. And I appreciate you sharing your story. Shout out to you. Thank you. Chris, you're fucking awesome. Thank you also. You inspire many. I appreciate the kind words, guys and girls. I don't take them for granted. I know you guys are gracious to me, guys and girls. And I appreciate it. I'm thankful. Ryan, trying to get people to change is like, talking to a brick wall. I've been that season of life. I learned that. And expecting an answer. I used to get really upset. And then I came to a place of maturity where I said, Sam, you can't, it's not even my job to change people. It's like I had to take accountability rather than get mad at them. I had to say, Sam, even if they're not doing what you think they should do, don't stop wasting your time. It's my fault I'm wasting my time trying to change. I shouldn't be trying to change people. I shouldn't even be trying to. Now, you say things 1-2 times, like if someone asks your feedback or whatever, but you just let go of that shit. Because you ain't going to change no one. Your mom, your sister, your brother, your lover, your friend. You plant a seed, but some of the, like the scriptures say, some seed falls on fertile land and some falls on concrete asphalt with a big pothole. Okay. And that's the 100% fact. Gianna, I recently ended a 30-year friendship because my friend moved to Florida 2 years ago. And she said I'm not being a good friend because I don't FaceTime her. Insecure people are your biggest enemy. I say it time and time again on this channel. Insecure people are your biggest enemy. Never forget it. I don't like to FaceTime people. Well, I don't like to be guilt tripped. That's what I would have said. A guilt trip is a form of manipulation. Manipulation and control comes from insecure people. And, she got a mental problem. She's very emotionally underdeveloped. And she's the type of person to abuse you, then give you a free gift from the Dollar Tree. That's the type of person they are. I'm all right. I'm good. So, you say, hey guys, this is reality of life. I got to tell you. Okay, so, let's stay positive at the end of this live feed, guys. Okay. And let's just focus on the word of hope. What is the word of hope, Inspirational Nomad? Well, for me, my hope is in a couple days, I'm headed back to my inspiration. The honest pain is I am going to have to emotionally separate from my mother. Physically won't see her once a day. That's painful. But the reality is, I know, she has her life. I have my life. It's part of life. And once you get back into a rhythm of living your life, you go back to the supplemental ways to connect with people, whether it's FaceTime, not a friend that guilt trips you. Because again, if my mom guilt tripped me or someone guilt tripped me, why don't you do this? Well, I wouldn't talk to them at all. Change my number. So, you know what I mean? Gianna, you marked her just right. Yeah, guys, I know I'm dealing with. I don't know about that. She's bipolar. It wasn't hard to figure that one out. And yes, she sent me an Amazon gift card, probably give you a blue wrench too. But I didn't claim it. Damn it, Gianna, good job. Because you would have never heard the end of that free gift card. They would have threw that right back in your face. My father threw $5,000 he loaned me, threw it right back in my face after 10 years. Why? Anything they could do to be spiteful when you get in an argument. And what did I do? I didn't claim it. I threw it right back. I cut him a check. Okay. So what I can tell you is this, guys. I mean, it's sad because, again, without the help of other people, without the love of other people, I wouldn't be where I'm at. But I always tell you, if someone helped you just to throw it back in your face or make you do something, guys, I mean, come on, man. I mean, don't be like that. Then that's just the devil shit, you know. To me, if you help someone, you help them get a job or you encourage them or whatever. Now, again, this takes maturity. We've all been immature, myself included. But as you get more mature, especially if you're a parent, hopefully, you're doing things because you want them to fly. You want them to figure out life for themselves. You don't want to use it to control them, and then if they don't do what you want, throw it back in their face. What type of person is that, man? Nah, guys, I might as well be dead. I don't want to live like that. Okay, so, all right. I'm exhausted, guys. I gave everything I got in the live feed, okay, like I always try to do, try to give it my all. Okay. I appreciate everyone in here giving me their all. I hope I read every comment and gave it its respect it deserves. Thank you again, Ryan, for joining the membership, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you, Gianna. Thank you, Chris. It was great to see you. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Twister. Adam was in here earlier. Again, Gianna. David Lopez, shout out to you, brother. Again, Snow Cone Machine for the win. And my man Hal and Cartoon Mark, man. Cartoon Mark, I know what you're up against, brother. Hang in there. Hal, keep doing your thing, man. You're shining. 4 days off. You've earned a lot of respect on that new job. And Cartoon Mark, sell, 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 sell. That's the word of the Lord. Hang in there, Adam. That's it, guys. We banged out another one. Thank you for watching.